But girl, this is not your fault. Woman, you never asked for a sexual assault.
But the poets, by which I mean all artists, are finally the only people who know the truth about us.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those who it's your first time, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. So right now I am at Vibestyle Sessions at the spot at UWI, which is the University of the West Indies for those who aren't Jamaicans. I have a performance tonight, so I'm just gonna show you guys different clips.
All lives matter. They shout all lives matter because my black life was served with privilege on a silver platter. They don't understand that if I step out of a store with a hoodie over my head, I may not even be able to lay my head back in my bed. The next day my family would just hear that I was pronounced dead. Simple peaceful protests easily turned into riots. If only everyone had voted for a better president when facing the ballots. Instead, now we have someone who believes in grabbing women by the pussy, and he doesn't even think that he's being a bit pushy. They claim they care about our black lives, but they scream and shout, all lives matter and blue lives matter. So what, black lives don't matter? Matter? Alright, we aren't on this gold or silver platter. We are a last thought, bottom of the barrel. They don't care if our lives just happen to shatter. When they put their guns to our heads and pull the triggers, how does it make them feel? Does it make the hole that's where their heart's supposed to be suddenly heal? Or do they not feel any form of remorse? Because the color of my skin just happens to be a few shades darker than theirs. I wonder where they go home and say to their families, oh, today had yet another fatality, but not to worry, it was just a black kid, not a huge casualty. Do they hug their children at night, kiss them on their foreheads and tell them to sleep tight and not to let the bed bugs bite, even though they know they took out an innocent black person's light? It's funny how they scream and shout, all lives matter, yet pointing a gun to a black man's head puts a smile on their faces, and they immediately forget about the latter. All lives matter, but not mine. I'm not white or a cop. I'm black. So judge, what's the verdict? Do I deserve a bullet hole in my head? Or will I be granted another night to sleep peacefully in my bed? To stifle my art. They say no, you're not allowed to speak from what's inside your heart. What's in that heart is solely black and blue, and we don't want it to ever come through. They take the pieces of paper with my heart poured onto it and stuff it down my throat, shouting at me to swallow every bit. Tears fall down my face as the bulk of saliva struggles not to choke me, and I ask them to please stop. But they told me that they can't. They have to continue until my body can't take it anymore and decides to drop. Their instruction was to ensure that I never make it to the top. I could never understand why this was such a big deal. Why you want to try so hard to hinder someone from expressing how they feel. Yet you can turn a blind eye to the crime and drugs. Whenever you hear a new song about murder, you throw your hands in the air and praise the thugs. I'm sorry that I don't want to boast about putting a gun to someone's head and pulling the trigger. Instead, I want to express something that to me is much bigger. Something many of us lack and don't even realize, because growing up we never got the chance to see it being displayed in front of our eyes. I want to express a feeling that's hard to dispose of, one that in today's society isn't even real anymore, it's more of a sort of. I want to talk about love. The real, true love. Not the kind that you easily get sick of and decide to get rid of. The love that makes you feel free so you can fly away like a beautiful dove. The kind that holds your heart close and fits onto you like a form of glove. That love. You can try your hardest to keep my mouth shut. But sorry, not sorry, love isn't something that stays contained no matter what. Good luck on obstructing my climb to the top. Because of this love, my fight to express my art will never stop. Force my own hands around my throat. Tell me to stop allowing these feelings to come out. Even if you succeed to make my body drop, you'll never be able to run away from the words of love that I wrote. Your heart fall down to the bottom of your belly. The simple utterance of his name causes you to continue to take the blame, but girl, this is not your fault. Woman, you never asked for a sexual assault. All you wanted was to shine like a star and bask in your stardom. Yet instead, he decided that it would be better if he took away your freedom. You caged and hid the painful memories where you thought they'd be safe. But you didn't realize the moments would continue to haunt you and cause your insides to slowly break. Girl, I know where you're coming from. Feeling like there must have been something you could have possibly done. But woman, don't stress yourself with thoughts like that. You did nothing wrong. You're the victim. Because he thought he could just lay you down and step all over you like you were some form of man. Many others are saying you're only doing this to go after the fame. But if only Aaliyah was still alive so she could be able to say, he did the same to me, how could none of you see? It's funny how quickly they jump and blame the victims. Actually, it's not even funny. Honestly, it's quite sickening. Your tears and screams are currently writing. For inside my body is a constant battle. With every step I take, there's a hope of fighting. My heart refuses to pump my body with blood anymore. Instead, it would rather pour out all the blood it contains onto this page or fill my larynx to capacity until I choke and spit it all out through my mouth. You see, the thing is, my heart doesn't think my body can handle all these emotions. So it would rather if it all somehow went into the oceans, because the waves would be able to understand the back and forth motions. For my sunshine, a smile like yours is so divine. I never thought someone could possibly be so fine. It's as if you've been aging for years like the best bottle of wine and you're indeed all mine. My heart flutters and races, begging to be let out. It's like all of a sudden it has a voice because I swear I can hear it scream and shout. This isn't even a poem anymore, it's a live heart. It's speaking to you, hoping that you can understand this part of my precious art that my mouth and hands have been trying to explain from the very start. I thought I had felt such love before, but trust me when I tell you that this is much more. This sunshine is the one that I adore, but I can't stare for too long. Mom said it would make my eyes sore. Have you ever met someone who made you have an intense feeling? As if having them in your life suddenly made you feel as though your entire body was healing? All the aches just seemed to disappear and you realized there was no reason to have any fear. The lack of blood will make my body shut down, but on my face you wouldn't even see a frown, because I can tell when the rays of my sunshine are around. Some people think that I'm too young to understand that it's what it's like to be stung by love. But it seems like the cat has gotten my tongue, because trying to explain it makes me feel like my water has filled up my lungs. I wouldn't say this love is putting me in pain, because that's not true. But I will admit that I can feel my blood bubbling and pulsating through my veins. That's simply because my body can't handle it. Maybe the human body wasn't designed to deal with a love as strong as this. That's why I had to find a way to somehow let it all out. I wouldn't want to keep it in and combust. I prefer the drought. For my sunshine, wherever you go, I will follow, no matter the route.
In love, you the type to make a girl yearn your hugs, yearn your trust. That's a must. Don't combust when I run amok and my thoughts get stuck. But you the type to teach a girl how to swim. You the type to teach a girl how to win. Man, I'm into this whole lovely thing. It's your vibe, it's your wave that I wanna ride. Man, I'm out here catching tides, got no pride. Never second guess that I might just die, cause you the type to make a girl lose control. Weak in her knees, need a hold a pole. Can't hold still when you're on a roll, and my thoughts goes on like it's on a toll. I'm thinking you should pull up and serve me. Let's sit back and enjoy the Vibestyle Sessions. You the type, you the type, ayy. Cause you the type, you the type, ayy. I hate to think about all the ways you make me feel. And I always think about all the things you say. I'm telling me when I'm on your mind. You let me know your game, boy. You're always my type. And I just love your love, boy. You're so sublime.
so it's 2:51 a.m. right now, and oh yeah, so I let my hair out. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed the poems that I performed. Those will be included in some of the poetry hour videos, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, and most definitely share with your friends and family. I'll see you guys in the next video later.
If it's only for survival, then you dead on arrival.